from District 12, Lucy Gray Baird.
Step across that line into evil. There's a natural goodness built into us all.
2023 was a great year for romance on the big screen. Even with a double Hollywood strike that rendered a lot of talent in front of and behind the camera unavailable to promote these films, many still found their way into the hearts of audiences, and such a varied bunch too. From love stories to action rom-coms to stories that tackle how diversity affects love in America, these 15 romance movies captured our hearts this year.
Yeah! I'll be able to kill my stepdad.
Awesome!
Okay. You just got yourself a date the normal way.
Hey,
Number 1. At Midnight is 2023 Mexican romantic comedy film.
Who are you?
I'm Alejandro, the junior manager for the hotel.
Adam Clark and his girlfriend.
Sophie Wilder, Monica Barbaro, is an actress working on the Super Society a film franchise, but her life changes when she finds out her co-star and boyfriend Adam Clark, Anders Holm, cheated on her. Sophie heads to Mexico City to film the next installment for her superhero character Firefina, and while her publicist and manager try to cover up the cheating scandal, she gets close with Alejandro, Diego Boneta, who manages the hotel where she stays. Dancing lessons, family drama and stunts make this romance film a must-watch. Writing for Variety, Courtney Howard felt that it was a formulaic romantic comedy, but she praised the performances of Boneta and Barbaro, highlighting the chemistry between the two. Alan Johnson of the San Francisco Chronicle praised the performances by the cast, especially Barbaro's, but called the scripted story daffy.
It's a huge mistake.
Don't just give this a chance.
Haesung! Wa, toda.
Number 2. Past Lives is a 2023 American romantic drama film. Nora, Greta Lee, and Teo. Jung Hae-sung grew up together in South Korea before Nora's parents moved their family to the United States. Nora and her sister picked new American names and assimilated into the American way of life. Nora later thrived as a blossoming writer when she reconnected with Hae-sung over Facebook after he reached out to her 20 years later. Their daily phone and Skype calls stretched into all hours with the time difference between America and South Korea before they broke things off because it got too challenging to maintain the relationship.
Childhood sweethearts who reconnect 20 years later and realize they were meant for each other.
Shut up. There's just this kid in my head for such a long time.
More years pass as Nora marries Arthur Zatrinsky, John Magaro, whom she meets on a writer's retreat, but she and Hae-sung still manage to reunite in person.
In the story, I would be the evil white American husband standing in the way of destiny.
Number 3. Love at First Sight is a 2023 American romantic comedy film. Based on The Statistical Probability of Love at First Sight by Jennifer Smith, the Netflix romance Love at First Sight stars Haley Lou Richardson as Hadley Sullivan and Ben Hardy as Oliver Jones. Hadley's habit of running late usually complicates her life, but when she misses her flight by 4 minutes, it might be the one time that fate dealt her a good hand.
Over the next 6 hours and 47 in love. This is me.
Well, this is unexpected. And why are you on a 7-hour flight to London?
A wedding. I've always hated airplanes.
Of course, she happens to align with Oliver Jones at the airport, a boy who never gets taken by surprise and is prepared for every situation. Directed by Vanessa Caswell with a script by Katie Lovejoy, To All the Boys, Always and Forever, the film tackles not only the possibility of love at first sight but timing, fate, and many more concepts of the human condition. Jamila Jamil serves as narrator of the romantic comedy.
And lost it, or never to have had it.
What good is a chance?
Love is a lot of work.
It makes no sense.
It's not supposed to.
Number 4. The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes is a 2023 American dystopian action film.
Are the Hunger Games for?
Your role is to turn these
Tributes don't have a choice. Not survivors.
We're live! It's why we have teeth.
The Hunger Games, The Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes prequel film based on Suzanne Collins' novel matches the energy and grandiosity of the first 4 films, with a twisted take on romance at its core as young Coriolanus Snow and Lucy Gray Baird strike up a friendship based on need.
mysteries have a way of driving people back to mysteries.
And get you out of here.
And
protect people. It's essential to accept.
Set 64 years before the events of the first film, its plot follows the events that lead a young Coriolanus Snow on the path to becoming the tyrannical leader of Panem, including his relationship with the Hunger Games District 12 tribute Lucy Gray-Baird during the 10th Hunger Games.
I want my enemies to see a rainbow of destruction.
How real are the sparks between the two, and how much is opportunity? That's up for debate, but as the story unfolds you'll find yourself landing on both sides of the fence at different times.
Let me ask you one final time. What are the Hunger Games for?
Number 5. Love in Taipei is a 2023 American romantic comedy film. Sent by her parents to a cultural immersion program known as Love Boat in Taiwan for the summer, Ashley Liao gets in better touch with her heritage while embarking on her own journey of self-discovery.
Sure, you should ask Ever out. You're single, and she struggles with social skills and making friends and stuff like that. It's perfect.
What's your heritage?
Parents send their kids here because they think it's
As she struggles through Mandarin calligraphy classes, Ever blossoms socially with the help of Sophie Ha, Chelsea Zhang, and she further solidifies her desire to pursue dancing as her dream career, not the practical path of medical school that her parents have coached her into since they came to the United States from Taiwan. She also meets two very different young men who relate to her obstacles in various ways, boy wonder Rick Wu, Ross Butler, and troublemaker Xavier Nico Hiraga.
Oh, what about curfew? Because no one ever remembers those nights.
The love triangle and self-discovery plots intertwine to tell a compelling story about love and friendship as well as following one's passion.
Gotta go. Love you. Bye. No, this part of me.
The film, directed by Arvin Chan, is adapted from the first novel, Love Boat Taipei, in Abigail Hing Wen's trilogy.
I don't know what I want. Right now in life, it feels like I'm torn between two of everything.
About the life that you want.
You never take the time to appreciate the life that you have.
Number 6. Bottoms is a 2023 American satirical teen comedy film.
We were just practicing for a self-defense club.
Yes.
Just stay in your lane until you're munching beaver at Westland.
Yes, sir.
Get out of the car.
You can't tell me what to do!
One of the highlight comedy films of the summer, Emma Seligman's Bottoms, 2023, tells a queer love story mixed with the plot of a fight club. Co-written by Seligman, who directs, and Rachel Sennott, who stars as main character PJ, the comedy follows two unpopular teens, PJ and Josie, as they plot a way to win over their popular crushes, Brittany and Isabel. They ultimately decide that a fight club is the best way to do this. Valerie Complex of Deadline Hollywood admired the lead performances and Seligman's direction, but found some faults with the screenplay, ultimately concluding, Bottoms is fun, but with some slight tweaks this could have been an epic exploration of the gray areas of queerness and what it means to stand in the center of that as an adolescent. Referring to the film as the horniest, bloodiest high school movie of the 21st century, in a highly enthusiastic review for Rolling Stone, David Fear lauded every aspect of the film, including its direction, screenplay, and cast performances.
Fight Club to get some coaching. You don't even know how to work that thing. I know you.
Just don't know if you're supposed to be talking to us like that.
Number 7. Love Again is a 2023 American romantic comedy drama film.
A question for me.
Yes.
All these things you sing?
Yeah.
Do you really believe it?
You obviously know nothing about it.
What?
Priyanka Chopra Jonas stars as Mira Ray, Chopra Jonas, a children's books illustrator still reeling from the loss of her boyfriend in a car accident 2 years prior. To get herself through her grief and get back on the dating scene, Mira starts texting her dead lover's phone number. On the receiving end of those texts is Rob Burns, Sam Heughan, a music critic at the New York Chronicle who is given a work phone from his boss, incidentally one with the same phone number as Myra's late ex. Rob connects emotionally to the messages from Mira, and he eventually uses context clues to find her and meet her organically.
These are from a literal stranger.
I'm not sure.
Scare yourself a date the normal way.
Rob also gets an earful from Celine Dion about love when he asks her why she writes so much about it in her songs.
I just felt like I knew you or something. I think you're very cute.
Dion challenges him in many ways once she finds out about Mira. Celine Dion's guest guru role in the film makes it the ultimate love story, as does the soundtrack featuring new songs from the artist. Nick Jonas has a great cameo role.
Every one of us.
Love is a plan.
And this is really me.
Oh my gosh, hi.
Love comes to those who believe.
Number 8. Happiness for Beginners is a 2023 American romantic comedy film. Adapted from Catherine Sender's book, Happiness for Beginners stars Ellie Kemper as Helen and Luke Grimes as Jake. Ellie, who has recently divorced her husband after infidelity and a miscarriage, hopes to start over on a hiking trip through the Appalachian Trail, but it turns out Jake has signed up for the same trip.
Her name is Helen with an H.
Really?
Okay, people.
I'm Hugh.
I got it. Thank you. I got it.
Rock in the forest.
Jake has been friends with Helen's younger brother Duncan since childhood, nursing a small crush on Helen all the while. They grow closer over the hiking journey, guided by Bennett, before realizing their true feelings for each other.
Way to fight back. All you talk about is how
Write down 3 good things that happened to me. And what? Just like...
if you like him, just don't. You were too good for him.
The ensemble cast, including Hugh, Wendy, Mason, Sue and Kaylee, turns the comedy up quite a few notches. The film is written and directed by Vicky White.
He's my little brother. Say expect anything?
What about large stray dogs?
Number 9. The Perfect Find is a 2023 American romantic comedy film. In the Netflix adaptation of Tia Williams' book, The Perfect Find, Jenna Jones, Gabrielle Union, and Eric Combs, Keith Powers, fall in love, but their age gap presents challenges. Jenna, 40, wants to get married and have a family, but Eric, 22, just graduated from the University of Southern California with a master's in film, eager to start his career.
Not each other. Getting the job done is great. There is no distraction. Great.
I saw you and him.
Brian?
The fact that Eric's mother Darcy, Gina Torres, technically brought them together by hiring them at her magazine only complicates things. Despite the almost 20-year age difference between the two, they keep gravitating towards each other.
And I think you do too.
Your mommy? She's my boss. We do our jobs.
You're just kind of hilarious.
Is reckless. This affects my career.
Number 10. What Happens Later is a 2023 American romantic comedy film. Meg Ryan returned to her reigning genre of rom-coms in What Happens Later from Bleecker Street Films. Ryan portrays Willa, a gypsy-like woman who runs into her ex-boyfriend Bill, David Duchovny, in a small airport as the two both have layover flights landing there. A blizzard traps them and only them in the airport, which seems as fate wants it to be because they hash out their past disagreements and come to an understanding of why they didn't end up together. Metacritic, which uses a weighted average, assigned the film a score of 59 out of 100, based on 21 critics, indicating mixed or average reviews.
Come on!
Is that the
It will power down to essential function bay.
Audiences polled by PostTrack gave it a 43% overall positive score, with 25% saying they would definitely recommend the film.
So basically, my personality.
Okay, yeah.
It really wasn't what you said, that we wanted different things. This is not at all how I imagine our reunion.
Oh, you imagine this?